What would you say are kind of the key traits of being a good assistant?
Number one, loyalty to the program, and loyalty to the head coach. I've just seen way too many situations where, assistants hadn't been as supportive as they could have been. Oftentimes tried to undermine head coaches, and that's just no way that should ever happen. It's tough on the team, and it's tough, obviously, on the head coach, and not what your role is. After that, it's really being, well, I guess it's still the same thing, because you're taking what you're directed to do and then doing the best you can with that direction. And again, at the start of the week or the start of the month, the start of each season, Laurie and as a staff, we go in and we decide what we want. And again, I'm a strong personality. My wife's a strong personality. We've always tried to hire a third person as a strong personality, because otherwise we'd crush them along the way. But we all. And we want somebody with a strong personality because we've been together for a long time, and we want a third opinion. We want a new set of eyes to look at things a little bit differently. And as long as my wife and I have been together, we still have our own personalities. I guess that's how stubborn we are. And I think it's important that an assistant keep their own personality, that they keep wanting to grow, that they keep wanting to move forward professionally and move their program as far forward as they can go, not really caring who gets the credit. It's more about moving your players forward, moving your team forward, and you're not going to do that if you're not growing as a person and as a coach and as a teacher. I think the other thing as an assistant, again, the loyalty and being supportive is knowing, when a lot of assistant coaches get the opportunity to deal with players at a much different level than the head coaches, because players tend not to be as afraid of us when they come to deal with us, and again, that's one of the reasons I prefer this role. I'm a little bit more of I'm the quieter person in the duo. I'm the person who is a little more likely to be a little more I'm going to deal with you a little bit more in a, I don't want to say positive. I don't want to make her sound like she puts people down, but I'm going to deal with you in a softer way, I think, than she does, because I tend to she has to deal with a lot of the administrative things. She doesn't have a lot of time for small talk, and I don't mind taking the long way to deal with people. And again, it's kind of the influence that I got from Chris McLaughlin. It's just I'll deal with you as long as it takes, and I think it's important that she knows that, again, while I may not always want to do things exactly the same way as she does and use the same words, my intention is to get the person to the same place that she wants them to be down the road. And I think she has to trust me to be able to do that, and I don't think a head coach is going to trust an assistant coach if they're not loyal, if they're not showing that supportiveness and that dedication to the team and the program along the way.